Treasure Island, San Francisco, the other side of heaven, sending Budgie Canaries in the Coalmine to Valhalla in San Francisco Bay. Clip Event 26, Thursday, July 31, 2014, ABCHD 294, Carol Harvey, videographer.
This is the other side of heaven.
It's getting kind of dark for videoing,
Yeah.
but what is it?
This is the East Bay side. This is where my kids like to come down, and we used to clean up down here actually. But
Clean up what?
Just trash that washes up or people drop, seaweed. This is the jetty area
And that's the jetty. And we saw when we were down here the last time people fishing off that.
Right. So when we moved here, none of this was here. It was all open. Tons of trees. The kids and I, Dad, whatever, we used to walk all the way down here. There's a path behind Austin Hall, and it's all tree lined. And we used to joke, we'd be like, well, we should just open a restaurant here. What a view. That'd be a great place to lease. Okay, so now we're laughing about it, but so you could walk all the way around the perimeter of the island. Like, we had access to all of the perimeter of the island. It was a cool walk. It was like you were around the water the whole way. Boom. Can't do that anymore. Everything's blocked off, but this is
a lot
what I'm
of
saying.
things are blocked off. Not everything, but a lot.
But you know what ticks me off about that? So all these years we walked that path, and now we're not allowed to. So what about the years we were allowed to? Explain. Sorry.
Yeah, because what was happening the years you were allowed to, Catherine? Say the
Switch
obvious.
must have been shut on off.
No, what was happening during the years that you were allowed to, Catherine? Shall we hammer down on the really obvious? Please just say it.
Well, it's really great that you somehow now feel like you need to protect us from all this, but even up a couple months ago, this wasn't blocked off, so suddenly it's too dangerous for us? Bullshit. Suddenly you cared to make it look like you care. That's BS. This was not here. The fence was, but it was open. There were people. People would barbecue back here. Come back here to watch the fireworks. It makes no sense. How come I could walk not even 3 months ago straight up to that house, touch the wall, sit on the porch?
And this house is people are not living there.
It's been abandoned for a long time, but
they haven't allowed people to live in it because it's contaminated.
Right.
And you could go in there and sit on the back porch if you wanted.
And squatters have used it, and other people, people looking for shelter, and kids, teenagers, doing whatever they do. But my point is that not only 3 months ago was I able to ride my bike all the way behind these buildings, go up. I could have licked the wall if I wanted to. I mean, seriously. So how is it somehow not okay? That is stupid. It's just stupid.
It's also neglectful because, Catherine, I need to say this to you. It's neglectful because what it means is that we're trying to forget about all the years before that when you were and everyone was subjected to radiation and chemicals and all these toxins.
Yeah.
It's as if they're trying to wipe out all those years before that.
Yeah, they're trying to make today look like they're so busy and they're so concerned, and once they decide to rope it off, it's because we care. Bullshit, because you didn't care before
that.
So, you don't get to care now. Now you get to make it up to everybody because you didn't care before. You're trying to squeeze yourself through that little crack of forgiveness is shut. There's no crack anymore.
They're doing it because the California Department of Public Health, and I found 3 people in the California Department of Public Health that kicked them in the ass and made them do it. Before that, they were doing this casual, haphazard job of looking for stuff, telling people everything was safe. Now, CDPH kicked them in the ass, and they're suddenly doing something. And they're trying to forget about history. They're trying to erase history. The history when they exposed everybody casually to all these toxins.
I have this beautiful picture. I'm sorry, you just made me talk because of the location video. So this is where we did Valhalla for all the birds that Praise had that died.
Valhalla?
Yeah.
Well, you did Valhalla for the birds that Praise had that died.
We used to try to raise the little the little budgies, you know, little baby birds.
Canaries.
Yeah, and they wouldn't survive. Like we'd have them healthy. 3 weeks later, they'd just be on the floor of their cage. So, at the time, of course, it was just, oh God, why can't we keep these birds alive?
So what did you do down here?
So we'd put them in shoe boxes and light them on fire and Valhalla them. Because we're Swedish.
What does it mean to Valhalla them?
Send them to Valhalla. That's how the Vikings used to do.
What did you actually do here? What did you actually do to the little boxes?
We float them on fire
Down into the water?
Yes.
Oh.
But Praise and her
That's
little
very
friend
sweet.
used to carry it like it was a funeral procession.
Oh.
It was very touching, and this is also the space where I used to sit. And like we have a little rock that looks like a chair over here that all of us love. But when we're upset or whatever, we come and we just sit down here because it's away from the island. The wind dies down a little bit, but my mother's roses from her casket.
Oh.
I held them and dried them, but a couple of years ago I came out on her birthday and I just set them free, and it was so beautiful. It was like white, yellow, and pink and red, and it was just like they were just like floating and breaking up. It was so pretty. I had these beautiful pictures of it.
I would love to see that.
She just floated out, and it was so amazing. Anyway, it just made me think of that. So this is kind of a day, but it was daytime.
Yeah.
It was kind of this wintry feel and it was really beautiful. But it was something I got to do just kind of by myself for a couple of hours, and it was really neat.
It is really neat to try to imagine it. And is that rock the over there, the kind of chair that I like to sit on?
Over that way, yeah.
Over there.
But the girls and I like to come out here. Dad brings them out a lot. I have a lot of pictures of Praise running towards us. We, like I said, we used the island.
You really used it.
We lived here. We didn't just rent a house or rent an apartment. We lived here. Life happened here. I don't know what this X is now. That never was there before.
She knows this island so well. She knows what X's were on the pavement and were not on the pavement. I'm going to turn off the camera now because it's too dark to